Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
The novelty of it wears off, and then the poor animal is neglected or forgotten, or they give it away or just let it loose.
Our whistleblower hotline and social media were inundated this morning with pictures and comments. Viewers upset that baby rabbits were being given away as prizes at the Red River Valley Fair. And our investigation finds that it's actually illegal to do so here in North Dakota. Valley News Team's Bradford Eric has been looking into this all day for us out at the fairgrounds.
Ride a ride or play a game. Get a thrill or crawl home with a hermit crab. But yesterday, one game operator was offering a unique prize. You could win a baby rabbit. And folks were not happy about the animals and their cage in Tuesday's high temps.
It's hard to take care of them, especially if the kids love them, but then the adult has the responsibility later on.
A live animal is not to be dealt that way with. And a lot of them, like I said, just throw them outside and leave them go. And then they care less what happens to them, and I think that's very cruel.
Fair officials tell us it was late Tuesday evening when they learned of the live prizes.
And told them that they needed to be removed from the grounds as soon as possible. As far as an exhibit or a game.
The fair tells us the people operating the games are independent contractors. They lease space from Murphy Brothers Expositions. We're told the man got the rabbits off of Craigslist and has done this before.
We want to make sure when people are out here they're safe. We don't want people to take home animals, critters that they can't take care of. We don't want them to be harmed in any way, so that's why we don't allow it. If you're not set up to take care of an animal, you shouldn't have it.
Both fair officials and Murphy Brothers tell us the rabbits have been returned, but they're unsure how many were given out as prizes. Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
As we briefly mentioned just a little bit ago, giving away animals as prizes is actually barred under North Dakota's Century Code. Under the code's Humane Treatment of Animals section, there is specific language dealing with the raffling off or using animals like birds and rabbits as a prize in games of chance. The code also says that any person who violates these rules is guilty of a Class A misdemeanor. Fair officials say they have spoken to the Cass County Sheriff's Office and there are no problems with using fish and crabs as prizes. After all the weather trouble that blew through last night, today is much quieter and cooler. Hutch is out at a backyard barbecue in South Fargo, but he's letting us know if there's anything to worry about tonight. Hutch?
Thank you so much, Andrea. We do have a few sprinkles, thus the umbrellas here in the backyard, but that won't slow down a Cash-Wise backyard barbecue. More on that in a second. As you can see from the radar, we have a few passing showers. The winds are from the north-northwest today. Those showers then are passing quickly. You might expect a brief heavy shower in spots, and this is taking place in the Red River Valley counties on a cooler and grayer day across much of the valley. Both Fargo, Grand Forks, a chance of some showers tonight, and surrounding communities heading into the evening. So your hour-by-hour planner looks like this. Temperatures that are cooler than yesterday, but not necessarily drier. Actually, we're getting more rain today than we did all day yesterday here in the Fargo area. We'll take the moisture. Just bring the umbrella with you. If you're heading out to the Red River Valley Fair, it looks like a good night for that as well. Just expect a passing sprinkle or two. Want to introduce Lori Wiedmeyer as tonight's Cash-Wise Backyard Barbecue winner. Where did you sign up, Lori?
At Cash-Wise on 13th Avenue.
Now, we came prepared with umbrellas. Where's the rest of your invites? Where are they?
In the house.
Yeah, they're in the kitchen. So basically, everybody Lori knows is in the kitchen right now, but we are getting ready. Cash-Wise guys are getting the grill fired up. Not a bad night.
No, it's a good night.
It is a good night. And again, these will be quick passing showers. So we'll keep you up to date right here on your weather forecast coming up in a bit. Does have warm weather returning if you're a fan of summer. Details on that and specials at Cash-Wise coming up in a few moments. For now, back to the drier studio.
All right, thanks, Hutch, so much. The storms that stretched from northeast North Dakota to Lakes Country of Minnesota. Many trees were uprooted there and power was knocked out. Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop talked to many people who now have a huge mess to clean up.
Thuds. Thuds is what I heard, about 5 of them.
Uprooted trees and down power lines.
It's like a war zone down there.
That's what's left after high winds rolled through Big Floyd Lake, north of Detroit Lakes.
The whole neighborhood down here is just kind of plowed over. It's all non-existent. So there's about 3-4 houses right in a row with trees across the roofs.
Trevor Fett says even once he can begin cleanup, he doesn't know where he will begin with trees this large, diameters of 5 feet.
A lot of people just kind of walk around not sure where to start right now is kind of what's going on.
Many people are now playing the waiting game, waiting for the insurance adjusters, waiting for the power to turn back on, and waiting for heavy equipment crews to arrive.
And trying to pick up little branches, but what do you do when there's going to be many more? So I don't even know we don't know what to do really.
At Tracy Anderson's home, huge trees are uprooted, leaving holes big enough for her son to hide in. Her pontoon and lift were also thrown from their dock.
Between the lightning flashes, my kids saw the boat flipped over.
Anderson heard 7 other boats were also flipped along Big Floyd and along Lake Melissa. Many people were out helping one another clean up, leaving the area with plenty of firewood.
Whoever wants it can come cut their own.
As cleanup continues, the sounds of chainsaws and wood chippers will be going throughout Lakes Country in the next coming weeks. In Detroit Lakes, Ashley Bishop, Valley News Live.
Wild West Electric says they had numerous crews from across the area helping to get the power back on. They hope to have it up and running for nearly everyone by tonight. They also remind people that if you see a line down, don't touch it because it could still be active. In Detroit Lakes, the Detroit Country Club and neighboring Lakeview Golf Course are also dealing with massive cleanups. Nearly 100 trees were brought down by high winds there. Many evergreen and old trees were uprooted between the two courses. Staff say they had volunteers helping with cleanup today, but they'll need to do it again tomorrow. And while the country club won't be reopening until Friday, they are hoping to reopen the Lakeview course sometime tomorrow. Remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook. You can follow the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and you'll stay informed throughout the entire day. The National Transportation Safety Board has released its preliminary report on a plane crash that killed a Breckenridge man. On July 2nd, Mark Yagi took off from Hector International Airport and was headed to Pelican Rapids. Yagi contacted the control tower and requested to divert to the Moorhead Airport, but didn't give a reason. Investigators say the right wing of the plane was taken off when it hit a pole. Investigators are still determining why the plane was flying so low. We have new information now on a story that you'll only see here. The final piece to the mystery of what led a homeless man to be found encased in ice in Grand Forks. DJ Campbell's final autopsy is now complete after crews found his body back in March. The medical examiner found that Campbell was under the influence of meth. His death was ruled an accident, but questions remained about whether he was kicked out of the only homeless shelter in Grand Forks. Police reports say that a woman at the front desk of the shelter said Campbell was visibly high and was a danger to himself and others. A roommate said he smoked meth inside the shelter as well. Campbell was told that if he refused a urine test, he would be kicked out for 10 days. He refused and left the mission. His body was found 2 weeks later. Phone, cable, and internet giant CenturyLink is being sued by the Minnesota Attorney General after allegedly billing customers for higher amounts than they were quoted by its sales rep. Attorney General Lori Swanson says in one case, a man from Blaine, Minnesota, was quoted a monthly rate of $39.97 for cable service, but instead was charged a base rate of $71.97 per month. In another case, a man from Columbia Heights was quoted a monthly rate of $14.95 for internet service, but was charged $29.95 per month instead. So what does this mean for consumers here in North Dakota? You can catch our investigative report tonight at Valley News Live at 9 on Fargo CW and 10 at 10. Some little kids with big hearts came together today to bring a piece of what makes them happy to others. Grace Lutheran Elementary hosted what they call the Kids Forward event. It's where students can bring in toys to give to homeless children. The school hopes this will teach kids a unique lesson that they won't find in the classroom.
The things we have are very temporal, and they're things that we can give away. And we want to try and help children understand that our lives are there for other people.
The toys will go to Churches United for the Homeless, which will then pass along those toys to children in the FM area. And due to the storm last night, many of you missed the latest episode of America's Got Talent. No need to worry because NBC is rebroadcasting the episode this Friday, the 14th, from 7 to 9 p.m. Getting around in downtown Fargo is about to get much more complicated. Not only is there major construction, but the street fair opens tomorrow, and that means Broadway is closed for the next 3 days from Main to 7th Avenue North. Artists and food vendors were busy today preparing for the onslaught this annual Summer People Fest brings. Link FM buses will make it a little easier to get to the street fair and back, though. You can park at the Moorhead Center Mall and get a ride that way. Valley News Team's Christy Larson will have a preview for you tomorrow morning on the Valley Today. And if you'd like more information on the bus schedule, check out this story at valleynewslive.com. With some retailers struggling to stay open